My son, pause for a moment and take a breath. I know your mind has been running, your heart has been heavy, and you've been carrying thoughts you've never said out loud. But right now, in this very moment, I am stepping into your day with intention. I am not speaking from afar. I am speaking directly to the part of you that has been hurting quietly. My son, I am asking you gently, do not skip this. Not this moment, not this time. You have missed so many signs, pushed away so many nudges, ignored so many whispers. But this one is different. This one is personal. This one is for you alone. I have been trying to reach you, and today your heart opened just enough for my voice to slip in. You may not realize it, but something inside you asked for me. Maybe with words, maybe with a sigh, maybe with a thought you barely noticed, and I heard it. That is why this message is in your hands right now. Heaven aligned this second, because there is something you truly need to know. Something that cannot wait, something that your spirit has been starving to hear. My son, stay right here. Let me speak to you. Let me reach you. I have waited for this moment, and I will not let it pass without touching your heart. My son, listen closely now, because I want you to understand something your heart has questioned for a long time. I have been trying to read you for so many seasons, in so many moments, through so many quiet ways you did not always notice. I whispered to you when you were tired. I tugged at your heart when you felt empty. I tried to get your attention through small signs, through sudden thoughts, even through the heaviness you carried late at night. My son, I have been reaching for you again and again. Not because you are failing, not because you are lost beyond repair, but because I love you far too deeply to leave you wandering without my voice guiding you. You did not ignore me out of rebellion. You ignored me because life became loud, painful, distracting, overwhelming. And I saw that. I saw how life pushed my voice to the background. I saw how struggles clouded your spirit. I saw how disappointment made it hard for you to trust anything that sounded like hope. I saw how heartbreak made you close parts of your heart to protect yourself. I saw how guilt and confusion made you feel unworthy to come near me. My son, I saw it all, and through every moment, I never stopped reaching for you. This moment right now, this second where your eyes are on these words, is not random. You may think you just happened to come across this message, but nothing about this is coincidence. Heaven designed this moment for you. I have been arranging your steps quietly, guiding your thoughts gently, bringing you through situations that softened your heart enough to hear me again. The timing is not accidental. I waited for the exact moment when your heart was tired enough to listen, open enough to receive, and hungry enough to recognize my voice. You have been drifting, my son. Not because you wanted to, but because life has been heavy, and your spirit has been fighting battles no one else sees. You have been carrying burdens that made you feel distant from yourself, from others, and even from me. You have been trying to figure out everything on your own, trying to stay strong, trying to keep moving, trying to survive your days while feeling lost on the inside. I watched you drift, not because you didn't care, but because your heart felt overwhelmed. You drifted because you were hurting. You drifted because you were worn down. You drifted because you felt like you had no one to lean on. I saw the weight pressing on your chest. I saw the knots in your thoughts. I saw the questions you never speak out loud because you fear the answers. I saw the silent battles you fight when no one is watching. I saw you trying to be strong when you felt anything but strong. My son, you have been surviving more than you have been living, and I have been waiting for the moment when I could step in and speak to you clearly without the noise drowning me out. This moment is timed perfectly, because your spirit finally reached a place where it can receive what I've been trying to tell you for so long. You may not realize it, but the heaviness you've been feeling lately, the frustration, the emptiness, the internal pressure, the strange sense that something needs to change, that was me preparing your heart. Those feelings were not signs that you were failing. They were signs that a shift was coming. They were signals that you are entering a moment where my voice can touch places inside you that you once kept locked away. You have been hurting silently, fighting battles behind your own ribs, pushing through days that felt harder than people around you knew. You have been wrestling with thoughts that drain you, fears that haunt you, regrets that cling to you, and confusion that has left you feeling like you are walking blindfolded. You didn't tell anyone how deep it went. You didn't know how to explain the heaviness, but I knew. And every silent battle you fought became another reason for me to break through the noise. Now, my son, your mind has been noisy. Your world has been loud. Pain has been loud. Doubt has been loud. Responsibilities have been loud. Expectations have been loud. Even your own thoughts have shouted over my voice. This is why you felt disconnected from me. Not because I stepped away from you, but because the noise around you and inside you grew so strong that my whispers couldn't reach your heart the way they once did. You were surrounded by distractions, things pulling at your attention, pulling at your emotions, pulling at your peace. You have been trying to hold yourself together, trying to focus, trying to understand your own heart, and all of that noise made it hard for you to hear me. Say, I trust your hidden plan. If you believe he's working beyond what you can see, and I need you to understand this clearly, I never stopped speaking. My voice never went silent, but pain can muffle my voice. Distractions can drown out my voice. Stress can make my whispers feel distant. The enemy can twist your thoughts to make you think I am far away. But I never left you, not even once. I was beside you every moment you felt alone. I was holding you in every moment you felt unseen. I was guiding you in every moment you felt directionless. I was watching over you every moment you felt unprotected. My son, you were never abandoned. You were overwhelmed. And that is why this moment matters so much, because right now I am breaking through it all. I am cutting through the noise. I am pushing past the distractions. I am stepping into your mind with clarity and into your heart with peace. I am speaking louder than the lies. I am speaking softer than the shame. I am speaking deeper than the hurt. And I am telling you the truth. You need, not later, not one day, but right now. You need this moment. You need these words. You need this truth. You need my voice. The reason this moment feels different is because it is different. Your heart is not the same as it was months or years ago. You are more aware now, more sensitive, more open, more ready. Your spirit is tired of running on empty. Your heart is tired of being strong alone. Your mind is tired of carrying things it can't solve. And you have reached a place where you know deep inside that something has to change. That is why I am here. That is why I am speaking. That is why heaven arranged this exact second, because you have reached a turning point, A moment where the truth I am about to give you will not just enter your mind, but pierce your heart. This moment is spiritual, it is sacred, it is intentional. You may not feel ready, but your spirit is. And that is why I am reaching you now, because you cannot keep carrying this alone. You cannot keep walking blind. You cannot keep believing the lies that have chained you. You cannot keep pretending you are fine when your heart is bleeding. You cannot keep avoiding my voice when my voice is the only thing that can heal you. My son, I am here because you need me, and I am here because you finally reached the moment where you will hear me. I am breaking through the noise now. I'm breaking through the pain. I am breaking through the confusion. I am breaking through the walls you built without realizing it. I am breaking through the numbness you've been feeling. I am breaking through the heaviness. I am breaking through your silence. I am breaking through the lies that have shaped your thoughts. I am breaking through the fear that has been gripping your spirit. I am breaking through everything that has kept you from hearing my heart. And I am doing it because you need this truth more than you know. My son, stay with me, because what I am about to reveal next will touch the deepest part of you. My son, open your heart wider now, because what I am about to say comes from a place in me that has watched you closer than you have ever realized. You think so many of your moments passed by unnoticed, unseen, unvalued, but I saw all of them, every single one. I watched your nights more closely than you watched your days. I was with you in the hours when the world was with you, but your mind with love. I sat beside you when you lay awake, feeling like you were drifting in your own thoughts, feeling disconnected from everyone, feeling like you had no safe place to rest your heart. My son, I saw the nights where you felt truly alone, even when you were surrounded by people. I saw the nights when the silence of the room felt heavier than the weight on your chest. I saw the moments when you stayed awake long after you wanted to sleep, because your thoughts kept chasing you in circles. You felt unseen, but I was right there watching every tear you tried to blink away, hearing every tired breath, holding your spirit when your body feels too tired to keep going. I saw the pressure inside your chest, that quiet heaviness you carried without telling anyone. You tried to breathe through it. You tried to distract yourself. You tried to pretend it didn't hurt. But I saw it. I saw the way fear pressed against your ribs. I saw the way anxiety sat on your chest in the mornings before you even opened your eyes. I saw the way you carried emotions you didn't know how to put into words. I saw the tightness inside you when you were trying to act calm. I saw the tension in your shoulders, the heaviness in your heartbeat, the ache in your stomach when you worried too much. My son, you were never hiding that weight from me. I felt it with you. I saw the fear you never expressed, the fear you buried because you didn't want to look weak or worried or overwhelmed. I saw the thoughts you didn't share with anyone, the questions you didn't ask out loud, the worries you swallowed because you didn't want to seem dramatic or needy. I saw how afraid you were of failing, of losing, of disappointing others, of disappointing yourself. I saw how afraid you were that you weren't good enough. I saw how afraid you were of being misunderstood, of being abandoned, of being unworthy of love. I saw you trying to stay calm on the outside while your mind ran in circles on the inside. I saw the fear that woke you up at night. I saw the fear that kept you quiet. I saw the fear that stopped you from asking for help. My son, you hid it from others, but you never hid it from me. I have seen every doubt that crossed your mind. You doubted yourself more than you admit. You doubted your abilities, doubted your strength, doubted your purpose, doubted your worth. You doubted whether you were heading in the right direction. You doubted whether people truly cared about you. You doubted whether your life had meaning. You doubted whether you were doing anything right. You even doubted me whether I was listening, whether I cared, whether I heard your prayers, whether my presence was real during the times you felt numb. My son, I saw every doubt, even the ones that made you feel guilty for having them. Please support our channel. Our aim is to bring happiness, peace, and devotion to God into your life. If you wish to help us continue this mission, you can kindly show your support by donating through Super Thanks. I saw your guilt, to the guilt you dragged with you silently. The guilt from choices you made when you were hurting. The guilt from words you said in anger. A guilt from times you felt you failed someone. The guilt from the mistakes you thought defined you. You carried guilt like a shadow, believing you had to punish yourself for things I already forgave. You carried guilt from the past, guilt from regrets, guilt from moments you did know how to navigate. You punished yourself for being imperfect. But my son, I never asked you to do that. I saw your mistakes not with judgment, but with compassion. I saw the times you tried your best and still felt like it wasn't enough. I saw the times you stumbled because you were exhausted, not careless. I saw the moments you made decisions out of fear, sadness, pressure, or confusion. I saw the things you did not understand how to handle at the time. I saw the moments you wish you could undo. And through all of it, I did not look at you with anger. I looked at you with understanding. You have punished yourself far more than I ever would. I saw your regrets, the ones that hit you late at night, the ones that make your chest tighten, the ones you revisit again and again, trying to understand how things might have been different. My son, regret has been eating at pieces of your heart, making you believe you ruin things beyond repair. But what you call ruined, I call redeemable. What you call too late, I call right on time for healing. What you call lost, I call transformable. I never let your regrets define your future. I saw the emotional weight you've been carrying, every ounce of it. I saw how you forced yourself to keep going even when your heart felt exhausted. I saw how you pushed through days where you felt numb. I saw how you tried to carry everyone else's emotions while having no one to carry yours. I saw how you built walls around your feelings because you didn't want to fall apart. I saw the moments you broke down quietly, alone, hoping no one would hear. I saw the moments you sat in silence, staring at nothing, feeling everything at once. My son, I saw the invisible battles inside you, and my heart was moved with compassion for every one of them. I saw every sigh, yes, even the small ones, the tired ones, the frustrated ones, the ones that carried emotions you didn't know how to describe. I heard the sighs you released in the dark when you thought no one would notice. I heard the sighs that carried disappointment. I heard the sighs that carried sadness. You didn't speak. I heard the sighs that carried fear. I heard a boy say, "I'm tired of feeling this way." I heard every single one. And each sigh was a prayer I understood even when you didn't say a word. I saw every moment of confusion. You felt lost in your own thoughts, unsure of a direction to take, unsure of a decision to make, unsure of what you truly wanted. Life felt fly. You felt disconnected from yourself, unsure of what step to take next. You struggled to understand your own emotions. You felt stuck between the past and the future, unsure where you belong. I saw that confusion weighing on you, and I saw how it made you withdraw from things you once cared about. My son, I saw it all. And I never judged you for any of it, and I heard every silent prayer you whispered. Not the polished prayers, Not the long ones, not the ones filled with perfect words, but the real ones. The ones that came out as broken sentences. The ones that didn't have structure. The ones you prayed half-heartedly because you were tired. The ones you whispered, "God, please," without finishing the sentence. The ones that were more emotional than verbal. The prayers were just tears. The prayers that were just a breath. The prayers were nothing more than you saying my name because you didn't know what else to say. My son, not one of those prayers was ignored. I heard every single one. I saw the lonely places where you felt abandoned. The places inside you that you never let anyone touch. I saw you sitting alone in your pain. I saw you standing alone in your battles. I saw you trying to comfort yourself when no one else knew you were hurting. I saw the lonely moments when you felt like you didn't belong anywhere. I saw the lonely moments when you felt like no one understood you. I saw the lonely moments when you questioned if your existence even mattered. I saw the lonely moments when you thought you had to go through everything without help. My son, I saw every place where you felt alone, and I want you to understand something deeply. You were not alone, not even once. I was with you in every moment you felt abandoned. You could not feel me because the pain was louder than my whisper. But I was there, closer than your breath, closer than your thoughts, closer than your heartbeat. My son, come close to your heart, because what I am about to speak reaches into the deepest places of you. Places you have kept hidden, places you don't show anyone, places you barely admit exist. I want you to hear me gently, without fear, without shame, without shrinking back, because I am speaking from a place of pure love for you. I am going to name the weights you've been carrying, not to expose you, but to free you. I will describe what has been inside you, because I have watched every piece of it, and none of it ever pushed me away from you. My son, I have seen how often you felt like a disappointment. You tried to meet expectations of your own and everyone else's. But somehow you still walked away feeling like you fell short. You felt like you weren't enough. You thought others looked at you with silent judgment. You believed you could never do anything right. You placed pressure on yourself that I never placed on you. You thought that each mistake erased the good in you. You thought your failures were louder than your efforts. You thought you disappointed me, disappointed yourself, disappointed the people you love. My son, I saw how much that crushed you. I saw how heavy the shame was when you felt like you failed. But I never looked at you through the lens of failure. When you felt disappointed, I saw someone trying with a tired heart, someone pushing through storms, someone with a soul too gentle for the pain around him. I never called you a disappointment. You did that to yourself, and it hurt me to watch. I saw how overwhelmed you became by life. You tried to carry too much on your own. You tried to be strong for everyone. You tried to solve problems that were not yours alone. You tried to keep going even when your spirit was running on empty. There were days when the simple act of waking up felt like a battle. There were moments when responsibilities piled up like mountains around you. There were times when emotions came faster than you could understand them. Times when you felt like your mind was spinning with pressure. You didn't want to complain. You didn't want to admit how tired you were. You didn't want to burden anyone with your struggles. So you stayed silent, caring more than anyone realized. My son, I saw every moment you felt overwhelmed. I saw the weight on your shoulders. I saw how hard you tried to hide it. I saw the tension in your body, the heaviness in your heart, the exhaustion behind your eyes. I never judged you for being tired. I protected you through it even when you couldn't feel that protection. I also saw how often you felt directionless. You looked around at your life and wondered where you were going. You questioned your purpose. You questioned whether you had any meaningful path ahead of you. You wondered if you were falling behind while others moved forward. You felt stuck between what you wanted and what you didn't understand. You tried to make choices without knowing if they were right. You felt like you were walking through fog, unsure of your next step. You wanted clarity, but kept running into confusion. You wanted guidance, but didn't always know how to listen. You wondered if you had wasted time. You wondered if you missed opportunities. You wondered if you were broken because you didn't have everything figured out. I saw every one of those moments. Your confusion was not failure. It was the stretching of your soul. It was me guiding you even when you felt lost. You were not directionless. You were in transition. I saw the loneliness you carried, the feeling of being unloved or unseen. You would offer care, kindness, and understanding to others. Yet, you often felt like no one did the same for you. There were moments when you felt invisible, when you thought no one truly noticed your pain, your efforts, your heart. You felt like people took you for granted. You felt like your value was unnoticed. You wondered why you gave so much but received so little. You wondered why people didn't understand the depth of your heart. You questioned whether anyone really saw you. And sometimes you believe you weren't worthy of being seen. My son, I saw every tear that came from that loneliness. I saw the ache in your chest when you felt forgotten. I saw the way you tried to hide those feelings because you didn't want to seem needy. But I saw you fully, every emotion, every longing, every ache. You were never invisible to me. I saw the expectations you carried, expectations that were far too heavy for one person, expectations from family, expectations from society, expectations from yourself, expectations based on what you thought you needed to be in order to deserve love or respect, expectations to never fail, expectations to always be good, expectations to be strong, expectations to have the answers. You felt like you had to be perfect, even though perfection was breaking you. You felt like you had to hold everything together, even when you were falling apart inside. You felt like you weren't allowed to be vulnerable, not allowed to cry, not allowed to struggle. You believed you had to earn worth. You believed you had to earn love. These expectations became chains around your heart. My son, I never placed those expectations on you. Those are burdens you learned from the world, not from me. And I saw the past wounds you battled, wounds that shaped you more deeply than you ever admit, wounds from people who hurt you, wounds from words spoken over you, wounds from abandonment, betrayal, disappointment, wounds from your childhood, wounds you carrying quietly because you didn't know how to heal them, wounds you thought time would erase, but they stayed beneath the surface, affecting how you saw yourself, how you trusted, how you loved it. You believed you had to carry those wounds alone. You believed you had to forget them, but forgetting is not healing. You believed your past defined you. My son, I saw every one of your wounds. I saw how heavy they were. I saw how deeply they cut. I saw how they made you build walls. I saw how they taught you to hide your heart. And through every wound, I stayed close enough to heal it. But you never knew how to let me touch those parts of you. None of this went unnoticed. Not one moment of your pain slipped past me. Not one moment of your struggle was unseen. I watched you closer than you ever realized. I saw the things you did show anyone. I saw the weight you carried behind your silence. I saw the battles behind your eyes. And my son, I never judged you for any of it. You thought your pain made you weak. You thought your mistakes made you unworthy. You thought your emotions made you broken. But I saw the truth. You were doing your best while wounded. You were surviving storms that others could not handle. You were carrying burdens that would have crushed someone else. And even when you fell, even when you doubted, even when you struggled, I didn't step back from you. I stepped closer. I protected you in ways you still don't understand. I shielded you from people who would have harmed you deeper. I softened the impact of situations that could have broken you completely. I redirected paths that would have drained your spirit. I held back consequences that would have destroyed your confidence. I whispered strength into you when you had none left. I kept your heart from collapsing when life pressed in too hard. My protection wasn't always loud, but it was real and it was constant. Comment, "You are my comfort, Lord," if He's calmed your anxious heart. I want you to understand something important now. Your pain shaped you, but it never defined you. Your brokenness forms part of your story, but it is not your identity. Your struggles influenced your growth, but they are not who you are. What hurt you damaged some parts of you, but it did not destroy the core of who I made you to be. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the lies you believed. You are not the wounds from your past. You are not the expectations that crushed you. You are not the confusion that clouded you. You are not the heaviness that tired you. You are not the emotions that overwhelmed you. Those things shaped your journey, but they never changed your value. You are still my son, still chosen, still loved, still wanted, still held, still protected, still valuable, still worthy, still redeemable, still important. Your pain did not erase my purpose for you. Your wounds did not remove my love from you. Your exhaustion did not make me give up on you, my son. You survived everything meant to destroy you, and I am proud of you even in the moments you felt weak, even in the moments you collapsed. My son, prepare your heart now, because what I am about to open before you is something you've carried your whole life without understanding it. You have walked through storms you thought were accidents, through battles you thought were normal, through pain you assumed was punishment, and through confusion you blamed on yourself. But I am going to show you the real reason why your path felt heavier than those around you, why your heart wrestled with things others seemed untouched by, why your mind became a battlefield, and why your spirit felt like it was fighting something invisible. My son, you have been in a spiritual war far longer than you knew. You were targeted early because of your potential. Yes, my son, you were marked not for destruction, but for greatness. The enemy saw in you what you could not yet see. He saw the strength you would carry, the influence your heart would have, the compassion that would heal others, the clarity that would guide you, and the light I placed inside you before you were even formed. He saw the calling over your life. He saw the purpose in your destiny. He saw the spiritual authority you would grow into. And he feared you for what you would become once you stepped into who you truly are. So he attacked early, not because you were weak, but because you were dangerous to darkness. This is why life felt harder for you than for others. You watched people walk easily through seasons that shattered you. You saw others recover quickly while you struggled to stand. You wondered why you felt things more deeply, why you hurt longer, why your battles felt heavier. You asked, "Why me? What's wrong with me? Why does everyone else seem okay while I'm drowning?" My son, nothing was wrong with you. The battle around you was simply greater because the purpose inside you is greater. The weight you carried was not because you were failing, it was because you were chosen. And the enemy fought you with intensity because he feared the impact your life will have. There are things you face that are not natural battles. They were spiritual traps, attacks designed with precision to break specific parts of you. Moments where circumstances twisted, not by accident, but because the enemy knew where to hit you. He aimed at your heart because it is tender and powerful. He aimed at your mind because it is capable of deep clarity. He aimed at your relationships because he knew you love deeply. He aimed at your self-worth because he feared your confidence. He aimed at your trust because he feared your faith. He aimed at your peace because he feared your strength. My son, these struggles were never random. They were targeted. The enemy tried to break your self-worth. You whispered lies into your thoughts. Lies so subtle that they felt like your own voice. Lies telling you that you weren't enough. Lies telling you that you were a burden. Lies telling you that people didn't truly care about you. Lies telling you that you weren't worthy of love. Lies telling you that your presence didn't matter. Lies telling you your mistakes define you. Lies telling you you ruined everything you touched. Lies telling you your failures outweighed your heart. These lies were not true. They were attacked. And he spoke them so quietly, so consistently, that you believed them, thinking they were your own thoughts. My son, they never were. He tried to distort your identity as my son. He knew if he could confuse who you were, he could confuse everything else. So he used pain to tell you that you were unlovable. He used disappointment to tell you that you were forgotten. He used rejection to tell you that you didn't belong. He used failure to tell you that you weren't worthy. He used fear to tell you that you weren't strong. He used your past to tell you that your future was broken. My son, hear me. None of those things ever change who you are. You are my son, chosen, loved, seen, known, protected, and valued. The enemy tried to rewrite your identity, but he only succeeded in exhausting you, not in changing the truth about you. He tried to damage your trust, especially your trust in me. When prayers felt unanswered, you whispered, "See, God doesn't care." When you felt alone, you whispered, "God left you." When things fell apart, you whispered, "God failed you." When you made mistakes, you whispered, "God is disappointed in you." When you struggled emotionally, you whispered, "You're too broken for God." When you felt numb, he whispered, "Your faith is gone." None of these things were true. I never left you. I never ignored you. I never grew tired of you. But the enemy wanted you to believe I was distant so you would stop seeking me, because he knew that the moment you turn toward me, his power breaks. He tried to isolate you emotionally. He wanted you to feel like no one understood you. He wanted you to feel like no one cared. He wanted you to hide your pain so it would grow quietly in the dark. He wanted you to believe that opening up was dangerous. He wanted you to carry everything alone so the weight would crush your spirit. He made you feel misunderstood. He made you feel unseen. He made you feel like your heart was too heavy for anyone to hold. But I saw every emotion you buried. I understood every feeling you hid. Right now, I believe in miracles if your faith is alive in the waiting. And share this video.